So on today's video, we are going to talk about the top 10 things that are going to help rebuild, strengthen, and condition your hair to help your hair prevent further breakage and further damage. Because as we all know, dry hair actually breaks more easily than any other type of hair out there. And when you are trying to grow your hair back, your hair is the most damaged it has ever been. It is in a very fragile state. So I have the top 10 things that will help you re-strengthen and rebuild your hair as you're trying to grow it back and fill in your bald spots on your hair growth journey. Welcome back to 2020 Clarity, hair growth on the go, giving you all of the knowledge you need to reverse your traction alopecia all of 2020, making sure that not only can you reverse it, but you know the exact steps of how to reverse it and how to never let it happen again. Welcome back to my channel. If you stumbled upon this channel and you don't know me, hello, my name is Talitha, the Natural Hair Confidant. And on this channel, I like to give tips, tricks, and techniques that help women reverse their traction alopecia for good with the forever hair growth that they're looking for. So tip number 1 is to be gentle. Now, being gentle doesn't mean like not caring for your hair and not doing anything. That means that when you're taking bobby pins out, when you're taking it out of your wig, when you're putting it up in the braids to go in your wig, you want to be very gentle with it. You don't want to be rough. You don't want to snag and tug it. You want to be gentle with it, because every little snap, crackle, pop you hear, that is hair breaking. And that is the opposite of what you are trying to do. You want to be very gentle. Tip number 2, when you are styling your hair, whether that's detangling, you have to make sure that you are using the proper equipment. Now, back in the day, we used to use this type of comb. That is not the right type of comb. We need to be using a wide tooth comb. The type of brush that you need to be using is a boar bristle brush. 100% boar bristle brush. You have to be careful because they have some boar bristle brushes out there that are infused with plastic. You don't want that. You don't want a plastic brush, a brush with plastic bristles. You want a 100% boar bristle brush. And the reason why you want this brush is because this brush adds extra conditioning and it adds extra smoothness to your hair that you won't get otherwise with plastic. Tip number 3. Make sure that whatever shampoo you choose to go out there and buy is a sulfate-free shampoo. If you don't use the regular clarifying over-the-counter baking soda or vinegar in order to shampoo your hair, and you choose to go out and buy a commercial shampoo, you want to make sure that your shampoo is sulfate-free. Sulfate-free shampoos are important because sulfate shampoos are very drying to your hair. So using sulfate-free shampoos helps your hair maintain the natural oils on the scalp and hair, which ultimately leaves your hair with more moisture. Remember, the goal is to make sure that your hair is not dry so that you can prevent breakage. So for my next tip, it's one of the most important tips, which is deep conditioning. You want to deep condition your hair at least weekly when you are in the growing back phase and filling in your bald spot phase. You want to make sure that you are giving extra nourishment, extra care to your hair. Deep conditioning helps with your hair elasticity, aka snapback. Hair elasticity is a term that describes how well your hair can handle stretching without snapping, meaning when you comb it, does it break easily? Your styling choices and damage due to using the wrong hair tools all play a key role in how your hair can sustain itself under the pressure you are applying to it daily. Next tip, you want to make sure that you are doing the greenhouse effect at least monthly. The benefits of the greenhouse effect will not only help re-strengthen and push out new strands, but it will also increase your rate of growth, meaning you can get hair growing faster the natural way. Slapping a product on it to try to hurry up and get growth isn't going to give you the forever hair you're looking for like this natural greenhouse effect method will. Make sure that you have a good hair care regimen. Having a good hair care regimen will allow you to be able to learn your hair, which is what's most important when you're growing it back. You want to know when she's angry. If you don't know when she's angry, you can't tell nobody else when she's angry. No one will know your hair better than you. You are the only one who can tell other people what your hair is experiencing and what exactly her needs are. You have to know your hair like you know your JJ. Okay? And that brings me to my next tip. Being accountable for when and where you wear your wig. You want to be in your wig as less as possible. You do not want to be in your wig for long extended periods of time because, as you all know, your wig is what's contributing to your hair loss because of the lactic acid. If you haven't checked it out yet, go back and check out my wig video that lets you know all the ins and outs of why you should not be wearing your wig and how it is destroying your hair and hindering your growth. When your hair is moisturized, it breaks less easily than when it's dry. I know it's a lot of people out there that say, you should comb your hair dry. It breaks more easily when it's dry. You want everything that you would do to it as such as detangling. You want to detangle it when it's wet. You want to put moisture on it before you ever begin to comb it. It's going to decrease the amount of hairs that you break tremendously. Trust me. So my next tip number 9, no heat. Not limited heat, but absolutely no heat. What happens when you put heat on your hair and it is heat damage? The keratin protein that is the structure of your hair starts to melt. It is already weakened from the lactic acid. This is further creating weakened keratin. No amount of conditioner, no amount of anything is going to be able to help you rebuild and re-strengthen it if you break it all the way down. And so for my final tip is nutrients. You have to get enough nutrients in to be able to produce new strands. Your hair does not grow without producing new strands. Your hair don't produce new strands without cells regenerating. Your cells don't regenerate without nutrients. So I hope these 10 tips were able to help you see exactly what it is that you need to do in order to re-strengthen and rebuild your hair so that you can fill in your bald spot ASAP. We all trying to be beach ready, right? So if you enjoyed this video or know somebody that may benefit from it, make sure you share it. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe. And hit that post bell notification so that you don't miss another video of all the future tips and tricks that can help you fill in your traction alopecia. And also, make sure you go to my website and get your free hair growth blueprint that goes all in depth of turn these free YouTube tips into growth techniques. To be honest, there is honestly no point in watching all these YouTube tips on how to grow your hair back if you're not going to take that information and do something about it. The Hair Growth Blueprint helps you do just that. Learn to answer the questions like, how do I moisturize my hair properly? How do I strengthen my hair? How do I stop my hair from falling out? So head on over to my website, steadygrowthmethod.com, and grab your free blueprint today. Discover how to reverse your traction alopecia using techniques tailored specifically for your hair type. I look forward to seeing you on the other side. Until the next time, I wish y'all the most growth. Take care.